Welcome everyone to a special Twitch episode of Critical Encounters, which is a podcast about Marvel Champions, a living card game by Fantasy Flight Games. Here we take a good look at that most critical piece of the game, the encounter sets. We'll discuss those poorly understood characters, unfairly labeled villains, and their various plans to shape humanity and benefit the planet, as well as those so-called heroes intent on thwarting them. I'm one of your hosts, Mustafa, returning. And joining me tonight are Steve. I think this is where you say hi.
Hi.
Ha. Daniel
Hello, welcome back, my brother.
and Mike.
Hey, I kept your seat warm.
It's your seat. It-
Uh,
all right.
good to talk to you again.
What a delight to hear that voice. Hey everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
All kinds of special fun tonight. It's so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure our listener has already forgotten who I am, but that's okay.
Never.
No.
So-
So what we're gonna do tonight is we've got FFG gave us two spoilers. We got two last time. They love us the most.
Yeah.
We
We're gonna
truly
spoil some
favorite.
cards. These are official ones, and then we're gonna play starter campaign. So
All right.
All right.
So exciting.
Is somebody going to ask me what's on my mind?
you bet. What's on your mind tonight, Mustafa?
Great. It doesn't quite work if I have to prompt these things, but I'll try.
Getting there. You've been going a long time, man.
Yeah, we're a
I
little
know.
rusty. We're a little
Yeah.
rusty.
So, what did I miss? What did I miss? Maryland, my home sweet home, I want to give you a kiss. I've been in Istanbul trying not to get the cuties. Cooties? Cooties. Not the cuties, the cooties. I guess I basically missed the late 2020s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. There's a spoiler on the podcast from FFG. Haven't even put down my bags yet. Daniel, be a lamb, darling. Won't you open it? It says here that the FFG is assembling. Okay, this is not working at this point, but you get the drift. That's the best I can do on short notice.
That
I
was
got
wonderful.
it. Like,
I mean, you
on
had
line
like
8.
30 seconds notice. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
On brand. We're good.
On brand. Oh,
All right, let's spoil some cards.
All right. Drum roll.
oh,
Card number 1. Who gets the honors?
Mustafa does.
I'll do it. This is also on brand for FFG because it's a minion, and its name is Beetle. I have no idea what this thing is. It's the artwork. Can people see this, or are we just
Yep.
talking
Oh, yeah.
about? Okay,
They can see it.
it's a bug-like thing flipping over a police car with carrying a briefcase. Clearly, all bugs carry briefcases, and the usual 1/1 stats. Might even be too much for a minion. Why not 0/0? And
Moving us back.
and a life of 4. It's a criminal, and it's just showing us that crime does not pay.
Well, clearly it does. There's money coming out of that briefcase.
There's
money
money coming
flying.
out of that bad, but then you get robbed on the scheme and the attack stats. Anyway, I guess it's a good thing that it's a guard, so it'll absorb 1 attack from some ally. Whoop-de-doo. And then forced interrupt. When Beetle is defeated, choose either to spend a fist resource or shuffle Beetle into the encounter deck. Oh, and this is a Nemesis. Nice.
Yep.
To whatever those things are called. Threat. No.
Boost
Boost
What are they?
icons.
Boost icons. Thank you. I'm also rusty. All right. So I've already spoken my piece on this one. You guys go ahead.
So this is her nemesis.
Yeah, Wasp Nemesis. So that's a
Okay.
person in a suit there.
Who keeps coming back. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The 2
Well, not if you
boost.
spend a fist resource.
Well, you know.
Yeah, and guard is nice. That's like one of our. I don't know if we have any Nemesis minions that have guard.
I
So you
don't know.
have to deal with her, Beetle. It is a woman.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I mean, 4 health is a little bit bigger, right? I think. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what Wasp's attack is yet. So
I really like this card. I really do.
yeah, I like
I
that it
like
can.
the force interrupt. It's very different. It's different from any type of thing we've seen before.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, and it doesn't. She's gonna keep coming back unless you pay. And Wasp attack is only a 2 in her giant form, so it takes 2 swings to punch through.
This is one of those
Yeah.
cards I want to see it in action.
But aren't there a bunch of cards that do 4 damage in one swipe?
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot half of
But
them.
you know, every time you're hitting a minion, you're not hitting the big bad.
Yep.
I think that's the idea behind this. He just tries to get you to hit minions over and over and over while the big bad pins
Yeah.
you down.
The
Yeah.
2 boost icon's not bad. So when you kill it, and it might go back into the deck, so it could come back out with 2 boost. It's not
Yeah.
terrible.
All right, should
I'm
we
a
move
fan.
on to
I'm
the
a fan.
second
Wait,
one?
before we go there, is there anything happening in the game with this criminal keyword, or is it just for show?
At the moment for show, but it's just like FFG to pile up keywords and then use them later.
All right.
Bit of
We'll
future
see
proof.
what they do.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right,
That trait's going to be meaningful at some point.
I need a
It'll
drum
probably
roll.
say it'll probably give us a card that you could play for much cheaper if there are criminals out because it's a hero card.
Yeah, now Maka on the Twitch has got a good point. If it had Quick Strike, it's only 1 damage, but it would keep coming back and pinging you for 1 every time.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that would have been a nice addition too.
Okay. One could hope.
Well, what's next? What's our next one?
All right, I need a drum roll. There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Okay, who gets this one?
Wow.
Steve. Steve.
All right, Beetle Armor Mark 4.
Mark 4.
Mark 4. It is an attachment armor tech attached to Beetle if able. If you cannot attach to the villain, attached character gets +4 hit points. And the flavor text, ugh. Why can't I ever find anything around here? Janice Lincoln. And it has 2 boost icons.
Ooh. You can't get rid of it except by punching.
Yep. Yeah, no way to remove it. And that if Beetle's out when this comes out, that's now an 8 health guard minion you got to punch through.
Yeah. And how many copies of this are going to be in the?
It's a unique armor, so
unique,
Oh, it's
So
a
you
unique. I see. Yeah.
Yep.
This is great. These are 2 wonderful cards.
Yeah, I like that it
I'm
goes.
positive on these.
I like that it goes on Beetle, but if Beetle's not around, it goes on the villain, right? So it doesn't whiff.
Yeah.
And 4 health in a solo game is a significant portion of a villain's health. So
Yeah.
that, some villains only have 12 health. So
Now I'm looking at like Beetle, and then I'm thinking about like how is this armor going to go on like Rhino?
Well,
Like there's some alterations that'll have to be made.
yeah,
I mean,
Pym
I can't imagine
particles.
Rhino's got a great tailor. Maybe. But
Yeah. It's not. It's also not his color scheme exactly.
no. No. Well, guys, I think these are 2 really good cards.
Yeah.
This one is a little better. I wouldn't rate the first one that high.
Oh, I'm kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Why?
this one, it scales poorly in multiplayer.
True.
yeah,
That's
4
true
players.
for-
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't fault them because I wouldn't want a 16 hit point attachment if it was 4-player.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also in 4-player, you got 3 other people dealing with a whole bunch of stuff on their own.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
it's
But isn't that true for a lot of these type of cards? Not, I seem to remember a lot of them have just flat numbers on them, and they don't really scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the health ones, you're right.
Yeah.
Now the one card that so both of these cards were actually, the art was visible in the card frame from FFG on one of their release articles or spoiler articles. The other card, the third one we could see from Wasps and Nemesis Beetle here is the side scheme, and it kind of plays in with Beetle where I'm just going to read it. It says, as an additional cost for each hero to make a basic attack, that hero must spend one of any resource.
Ooh.
So since Beetle and the side scheme come out together, and she has 4 health, you're spending resources maybe to kill her off, and then resources to keep her dead. I can see a theme there building on the.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also really interested for issue 412 when we talk about Beetle and her backstory.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
push her towards the front if
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
yeah, looking forward to seeing the rest of the encounter set. This one looks pretty good.
Yeah, and like Mother's Orders, like I'm like not surprisingly, I know nothing about this character or why she'd be Wasp and Nemesis and all that. So, but I'm intrigued by something called Mother's Orders.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys want me to drop these spoilers out on our Facebook feed now, since we've just done it live here?
Sure.
I think that's fair.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, it's been fun. I will leave you to your game.
Thanks for coming on, Mustafa. Good to hear
Hey,
your voice.
Great to hear
always,
you.
always
Yeah,
good
glad to
hang
have
out
you on.
with guys. I will talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.
All
Bye-bye.
right, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We are Critical Encounters. You can find us at criticalencounterspod@gmail.com. I am Wandering Took. We are also Big Foam Loaf, Vardane, and you heard the truth for the first time in a while. If you like the
Right.
show, tell your friends. If you don't like the show, tell your enemies. We'll see you in a few minutes when we start our game.